Well, the murders of a beloved doctor, his wife, and their little girl left their Santa Barbara, California community reeling. A manhunt would then lead to the arrest of a suspect who investigators say was a con man. 48 Hours correspondent Natalie Morales reports on the Hahn family murders.
A beloved doctor and his family are murdered. Investigators quickly close in on a suspect with a fantastical tale, claiming he was set up.
So the episode is entitled The Hahn Family Murders. It airs tomorrow night, and 48 Hours correspondent Natalie Morales joins us now to talk about it. Natalie, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning, Paula.
And before we get into
how
the suspect was arrested in this case, it's so horrific. Can you tell us more about the Hahn family?
Yes, the Hahn family. Dr. Hahn was a doctor of traditional Eastern medicine and a wonderful man, beloved in his community. He was the guy that people would go to for alternative therapies. People who had cancer, we talked to a few of his patients who say they feel like his remedies were the most holistic approach and healthful approach for them. And so he was, a truly remarkable man who was beloved by so many. His wonderful wife, Jenny, and their 5-year-old daughter, just shy of her sixth birthday by 3 days, murdered horrifically in their home in the middle of the night by a man who happened to be a business associate that was working with Dr. Hahn on some CBD applications for medical use.
We're looking at these beautiful family pictures, that beautiful little girl, and you described the suspect as a con man. So what exactly was the relationship between the suspect and Dr. Hahn?
Well, Dr. Hahn and Pierre Hopsch, they were friends and business associates. Dr. Hahn, being a traditional Eastern medicine doctor, was looking into alternative therapies using CBD, which at the time was considered breakthrough medicine. And he hired Pierre, who was introduced to him through a business associate, and ended up really liking him, thinking he was a very smart, savvy young man, and thought he could be an asset in the lab and help him with coming up with these products for his practice.
And how did he think he was going to benefit financially from murdering them?
Well, according to the prosecutor, Pierre had stayed as a house guest with the Hahns overnight that week prior to the murders, and he was able to steal some of their personal information, including passwords and ways to intercept and get onto his bank accounts. And according to the prosecutor, he was trying to drain Dr. Hahn's bank account.
So he had, he had access to their financial information. And I've seen in your preview there were horrible blood-stained and bleach residue left behind in the home that indicated he tried to cover up the murders. What was the evidence found in his car?
Well, there was plenty of evidence. According to the prosecutor, it was incredible. When they opened up the car, they found everything from the victim's phones to a tablet to Dr. Hahn's wallet, his Social Security card or Social Security number, his credit cards even, and they found the alleged murder weapon along with expended shell casings, which the prosecutor said was an exact match to the shell casing or to the bullets used to murder the victims.
Right. So it's a scary story about who you can trust, who you can welcome into your life. Natalie Morales will be watching this episode of 48 Hours. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it.